The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Illinois' offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog mouth
breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Got the first down, looking for more. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hard running there. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Illinois right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. He's got This man makes the grab. Stumbled to the ground.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. On the move at the 30. There he goes. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for a gap. It's Lee. Jukes his way from home. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. On the run, it's Lee. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The hand to the running back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. Third and long, you got him right where you want him. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Okay, great.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flat. Looking for the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the one on fourth down. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill and not going backwards.
They go to the ground, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense defense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he made the extra point without problem. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm.
They cough it up near their own goal line. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little space.
Returner is tackled at the 46. And your Oregon Ducks will take over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Rushes on him. Running to Green. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Mahoney. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Mahoney. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
Spits it out to the back. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. A little screen to the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Lee. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Pocket breaking down. Heaves it deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Now they'll try the right side. Delivers the stiff arm. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Casey. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Dropping back, it's Kennedy. The screen, and watch out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the first down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll move the tight end. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the... Now check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
catch in the middle. It's Casey. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly. By a good bit of points.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Breaks into the open on the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Well, in an ideal world, you'd obviously love to have clean pockets to throw from. That time, though, the defense was able to get home, and they put a lick on the QB.
That is your ideal world. Yes, from your quarterback stance, but we got to do something to make him feel uncomfortable, hit him, because it's amazing how much you do this. You hit him in the pocket, and you make his thought process speed up a little bit. You make him see people that aren't there. Nice job by the defense getting pressure and getting the hit that will pay dividends down the road.
Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Roach. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like,